we're here in the collection in Miami at the end of a fantastic trip. That's something that a lot of people just dream about. You guys just drove two identical Porsches from Carrera 1964?
No, 1991.
1991?
Yeah.
From Alaska to Miami. I mean, are you crazy or what?
Yeah. Well, crazy, I don't know. Maybe it could sound crazy, but in fact it was. It's a long haul, that's for sure, but it's something that's very feasible. And we just did it. It took like 4 days, 4 nights, a little below.
4 days?
And 4 nights.
Wow, that's fast.
Well, is it fast?
Not as fast as a plane. We was not able to find a ticket, from
That's
the
good.
college. So we say, take the car.
Yeah. Exactly. So, what was the idea behind this trip?
Well, it was nothing. Like I said during the little press conference, it's something. We wanted to do it for nothing, for no special reason. We wanted to do it
For the pleasure.
For the pleasure, for the challenge, for the bet, and also because we had the feeling when we thought about this first time that nobody has ever tried this, which is very funny, because it's the biggest distance possible
in the United States.
In the United States. So, and we said, well, it could be funny to try to do this. So we had the same cars, and so we introduced the project or this crazy idea to different partners, and they said, well, okay, we're going to join you and come on board because it looks crazy, and we have the feeling that you're going to be able to achieve this.
Exactly. And how do you know each other?
Well, we have some common friends. One is Gerard is a famous director, movie director, and one of his fellow director is a good friend of mine, and also Henri Pescarolo, the 4-time Le Mans winner.
Yeah.
Is a common friend, and Henri and Gerard share a passion for flying, helicopters, planes, and all those sort of things. So that's how we got in touch. Yeah.
Yeah. And you are almost as old as the car, but you are a little bit older than the cars. So I mean, you're like in fantastic shape to be able to do this.
I am a poor, retired guy, close to the death.
No.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you can drive from Alaska to Miami in that car, you're like in better shape than most people.
It's fine. It's I never have done any sport because if you do sport, you will become very quickly tired.
Yeah.
So I just try to avoid it.
Yeah.
And I like to fly and drive, and it's easy.
Fantastic trip. So you started logistically. It was kind of complicated because I guess you have to flew the cars from France to Alaska, then start driving, or how does that happen?
Yes, that was the main thing. In fact, I've been living in the U.S. for a long time, and I used to fly some of my cars from the U.S. to Europe, and so I knew the cost of this very much. But if you try to do it the other way, it's way more expensive. It's like 3 times as expensive. So I didn't know this, and we had 2 cars to fly, so that's the reason why we had to find some sponsors. And so first we shipped the car from France to Seattle, and then when we got to Seattle, when the cars were in the vessel, we've been told that it was impossible to import the cars unless you were in the country. So
you had to come.
Yes, we had to come way before the car were able to be delivered. So we had to stay for a long time. Gerard was in LA and I was in Seattle, so we spent like 10 days or so just waiting for the cars in the States. Then we tried to find a way to ship the cars from Seattle to Anchorage, which was impossible because it's the time of the year when people are taking all their stuff, to spend the winter over there.
Oh, okay.
So all new cars, all appliances, all everything.
Oh, it's very busy for transportation.
And we didn't notice. It was really the last days before the fall and then the winter. So all the ships, the vessels, and the ferries were busy. Yes. So we finally found one that took us to Haines, which is a little south of Anchorage. Well, when I mean a little, it was like a 2 days drive from Anchorage. So we had those 2 days drive to Anchorage. And then we had a little rest for like 3 days, just finishing preparation, just fine tunings and things like this, and then we went.
And the cars were like normal cars. I mean, did you do anything to the cars? That they're like exactly as you drive them every day?
Full regular car.
Yeah. So and they perform very well, I guess.
Oh yes, no problem. You had no issue. We had absolutely no issue. The only thing is when we, like I said, when we brought the car from the Porsche shop in France to the port to ship them here, the guy who was in charge of mine just realized he was also the guy who was supposed to fix the car and make the preparations, and he just realized that the heater was stuck open, so it was heating 100% in the car, and that the AC was not working. So when you get to Alaska,
he was very lucky in Alaska.
But once you get to Atlanta, when it's 110 degrees
it's not pleasant.
outside, yes, it was. I had a hard time, yes. Just to tell you this. But apart from this, everything went to plan.
So, which talks a lot about the quality and the performance of Porsche cars, huh?
Oh yes, no, we Gerard has been racing Porsches in the 70s. He had a Carreras RS 2.7. He was one of the owners this car, and he raced those cars for a long time. So he had his own Porsches, and he knows those cars very well. And he didn't have drive a Porsche for a long time, and he bought this one, and he looks a happy man with his Porsche.
Yeah. So almost 6,000 miles, 5,000 miles in 4 days. So did you sleep at all? I mean, how was that? I mean, like how many? Driving. Oh, you were sleeping while driving? You must be very good.
If not, it's not possible.
You must have a secret to do that.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, one thing is more important than sleeping is the shower that you can get.
Especially in the summer.
Yeah. And so, well, you can make it. You can't last for too long, but I think 4 days, 4 nights, sleeping like 3 hours, 4 hours, having a shower is okay. You can do that. Thing is, you have to keep your focus on the driving during the 20 hours. So you have to. We had some cameras in the car to make a kind of a movie. So, and at least mine had many problems during those 4 days. So I spent the whole days,
fixing cameras.
Putting one battery on this one and trying to get images from this one. So and I had some music also.
But this was not a race. This was just like an adventure that two guys came to do in America, and it was fun.
Yes. No, it was not a race.
Not too much fun. It was, I have to say the truth, it's very boring to drive at 90 miles. It's so slow.
I know.
That it was very difficult for us to keep focused on the fact to not overspeed, because with this car, it's too easy.
I know that you don't feel it and you're going over the limit very fast.
And sometimes when I saw it was really desertic, I tried to push to 150, but it's for 10 seconds.
I know. It's scary. I mean, that's the bad thing, I guess, in the United States, that you have these beautiful cars that can go really fast, in a safe way, but we have to respect the speed limit.
You're right. You're totally right. On the other hand, Porsches are fast cars, but are also reliable cars.
Exactly.
And that's the reason also why we use them. They are fast, but they are not, real fast cars. They are 24 years old. They give up like 250 HPs, and they are very heavy cars. So they are beautiful and they are good quality, well made, and that's the reason.
And now you have a beautiful story to remember forever that you did this trip.
No, we're going to publish it in the magazines. We're going to do this little movie, and we're going to
for everybody to enjoy.
We're going to forget about it for a while, and then we're going to catch up on the
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time, for sharing your experience with us. And is there like somewhere that we can find out about this later?
Yes, it's going to be. You're going to be able to see pictures and cars and everything on Facebook. The Facebooks are my own name, which is Pascal Dro, D-R-O. Also on Grand Prix Le Mag on Facebook.
Okay.
And also on Ferdinand Mag on Facebook. There are some French
Porsche
magazines about Porsche cars.
But
racing,
cars have no language.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you very much and congratulations again.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Bye.
Increíble la experiencia que tuvieron este par de pilotos franceses al volante de dos Porsche Carreras 1991 idénticos, manejando desde Alaska hasta Miami. Una aventura que jamás se había logrado, o por lo menos no estaba registrada en ningún lugar. Así que ellos decidieron ser los primeros para escribir su nombre en la historia de la Porsche, un capítulo más en la historia de la Porsche. Ya regresamos, esto es Auto 060, yo soy Javier.
Este programa fue una producción de National Latino Broadcasting.